Amen. Who can know the meanings of Holy Quran? شاهد الله أنه لا إله إلا هو وملائكته وأولو العلم قائما بالقسط لا إله إلا هو العزيز الحكيم إن دين عند الله الإسلام. Shaykh al-Akbar, that Maulana Shaykh, that Maulana Shaykh Nazim said, whatever he said, 1,000% true. And we love him, though we're so far away. There's dust and dust and dust on the shoes. Asking pity. A huge wali, if they show anything, it's a sadaqah. They come out for a sadaqah. It's a favor to people. Not that we deserved anything. They gave something like you give to a beggar in the streets. It was saying about Sayyidina Nuh. And remember, prophets are masumi, infallible, innocent and infallible. What they do, you can't make a judgment on it. They did as they were ordered to do. To show something to people. And the lessons they showed is deeply and deeply without an ocean without shore and without depth. You can, no bottom also. You can't, no matter how much you dive, you can't reach the bottom. No matter how much you sail, you can't find the shore. He was calling people, Quran says 1,000 years minus 100, 900 years. Allah gave him long life. And 900 years he was calling people to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, I called them privately, I called them publicly. I say, believe in Allah, He'll forgive you, He'll grant you rain, He'll grant you crops, He'll grant you sons, He'll grant you every goodness for a time in this life. He called them and called them and called them 900 years. And people rejected him. Even his own son rejected him. He was building his ark on dry land, believing in his Lord. When he said, build that ark, that flood is coming, he began to build it nowhere near the sea. He was building it on dry land, expecting that flood to come. And no one believed him. And they were using his ark for their toilet and ridiculing. And even they killed him, Maulana Shaykh said. And Shaykh Hashem said also, every day they killed him, thought they killed him and finished him, and Allah raised him up again and said, go back out again today, maybe they'll believe you. And 900 years it came like that. Until the order came, okay, they're not going to believe anymore, and he made that dua. Rabbi la tadhar al-ardi min al-kafirin dayara. Don't leave even one of them on the face of the earth. And the flood came and took them away. And even afterwards, the hearts of prophets and awliya is so soft. He was ashamed before his Lord. He's saying, when they're asking for the intercession on Yom al-Qiyamah, and they come, and the group of men can't reach us from Sayyidina Adam, he says, no, I can't, I ate from the tree. And they go to Noah, they say, oh, Nabi Noah, do for us intercession, Shifa. You see, I can't. I lost patience with my people. Look, 900 years, they killed him every night. They didn't just criticize him on Facebook, they killed him. Allah raised him and said, go try, give it another try. And it came like that. They wouldn't listen. And Allah knows they know more of it, how it's going to be in the end. But Shaykh al-Akbar said that Sayyidina Noah, he was calling people, saying, abandon your false gods, your idols, and it gives their names in that surah. abandon that and believe in Allah. He'll bless you. He'll forgive you. He'll grant you rain and wealth and sons and lands and rivers and ease in this life for a time. And he was calling people to that, promising those favors if they would believe. And they didn't listen. Shaykh Akbar, Allah bless him, awliya have their specialties. They're given insight or knowledge ordinary person could never think of it. He said he was calling to them something that inwardly they couldn't accept it. In their hearts, they wanted Allah. He was saying, believe in Allah, He'll give you rain and sons and for a time in this world. They don't want rain and sun, they want Him. The hearts want Allah, unveilings. The hearts want that. Prophet ﷺ was calling in the complete way, calling people to Allah, not calling people to favors. It's the meaning of Dar Shahra Afat asked. If you're asking from Allah, other than Allah, you will lose, finally. He was calling people, asking to Allah, the vision of their Lord. Our research department told me a strange story for one of the early Grand Sheikhs. Either it was for Awais al-Qarni or Jafar as-Sadiq, Allah bless him, or Salman Farsi. I forgot which one of the early Grand Sheikhs. Someone came to him, we'll say it was Imam Jafar or Imam Salman, asking, dua Ismul Azam. And he said, okay, you want that dua, powerful dua, come with me to the river or the seashore. They went, and he ordered, that sheikh ordered the water to swallow that person up. And the water took that person down and down and down and down. And that person, he was drowning. He said, Ya from Ahlul Bayt, Imam Jafar. They say it was Imam Jafar. Yeah, from Ahlul Bayt, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, rescue me. And he pulled him up and put him back down again under the water. And he kept saying, Ya the grandson of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, rescue me, and came up and down again and again and again. He kept drowning him till that drowning person reached his last possibility. Finally he said, Ya Ilahi, oh my Lord, rescue me. Then he came out, was taken out. And he said, what happened? I was asking your madad, your rescue, and not till I was drowning. I said, oh, Allah save me, Ya Ilahi, save me. And then he saved me. He said, yes, because the other times you were lying. You weren't sincere. You didn't reach the last point of your dua. Like one used to say, like a drowning person thrown overboard from a ship. That time his help me is sincere. As long as there's a chance we can look after ourselves, help me, but I'm okay, help me. We didn't reach the real, we say khushua, the real urgency. The real urgency of dua. Awliya, they have that power to be present. Grand Sheikh was making munajat. Sheikh Nazim said he spent 1 year with Grand Sheikh in Khalwat in Sham Sharif in Damascus. And he said he was spending all night in munajat. He wasn't eating or drinking anything. He was giving to Mawlana Sheikh Nazim the little bit of food they were allowed. He gave that to him, so you eat. And he was making munajat all night, every night. Powerful dua. Duas no one ever heard before. Every night different. never repeated it. Continuous. They were in another level. And we're so weak. But we intend, he said, intend to follow him. Intend to follow your Shaykh. I heard Shaykh Adnan say, what? Don't struggle with your intentions. Say, on my Shaykh's intention, on my Shaykh's niyat. We're intending to follow them, to be on their steps. And we hope one day they should open for us. There is in the group, I don't know how she is, a woman in Chicago, from a Persian, Iranian lady. She became expert for something called the Enneagram. It said that in the human construction, there's antenna, receivers. We have eyes and ears and brain. We also have, they call it lataifa in Sufi literature, receptors to be able to pick up heavenly vibrations, heavenly stations. Some say there's 7, some say there's 9. There's different points. And this professor gave a talk once. Sheikh Hashem was there. She gave a talk on the Enneagram. One represents greed. One represents anger. One represents lust. One represents jealousy. Each one had a different point. If you could overcome those bad characteristics, those points would open and take heavenly messages, heavenly visions, heavenly lights. And when she finished, Maulana Shaykh Hashem, Allah bless him, may he be with us always and overlook our bad attitude and grant us. He said, yes, it's true what she said for those points in the human chest, but you have to know they're not mechanical points. If you do this exercise or that exercise or this, it's only spiritual exercise, if you do this, it's not going to open anything. Every one of those points has a guardian. There's someone guarding each point. They have to open for you. You have to make that person satisfied. When that person gets the order, okay, open for this person, they open. Otherwise, never. It's not something mechanical, it's something, there's a personality there. Heavenly station has heavenly guards. And he said, nowadays, it's improved. Those 9 are all in one. There's one guardian for all of it. He has to open. He has to open for us. Therefore, we intending to come to the door of that one who can open. Oh, the guardian of the Lord's secrets, of the oceans of awliya, of the oceans of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Take us, khudbi, take us by the hand to the shore of that oceans. Open for us something. We're in need. We can't reach, we can't do. If we have, how many years? 70, 72 years? If 172 years, never going to do anything. Open for us. Shaykh Hashem, one time he made us laugh. Not only one time, but one time. He was in the mosque in Michigan upstairs. And he raised his hands and he was shouting to Grand Shaykh. He said, what's the matter? Why everything has to be a test? Give us something open. He said, sometimes you have to give it to them. We're asking with love, overlook our weakness and grant us from your favors. We didn't do anything to deserve it. We didn't do anything by favors, I mean something from you, to come close to your divinely openings. Something from you, from your love, from your presence, to reach closer to you, O our Lord. Biharat Habib, Biharat al-Fatiha. It's Ramadan coming. Ramadan, the month for the Ummah, to reach the treasures of dunya and the treasures of akhirah, and the treasures to be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the highest treasure. May Allah grant us. May Allah grant us to fix our target firmly on Him and to move on the hand of our Shaykh towards that target. Fatiha.